disease-free life. What happened to our food and why is it killing us? Welcome. My name is Jay and I'm here to share some very important information for you. So, the standard American diet, which is what most people eat, is basically processed foods and fast foods. And today, more than 95% of all chronic disease is caused by food choices. There's toxic food ingredients and nutritional deficiencies, as well as lack of exercise. So think about that, because you can make some simple changes to change your life. The SAD diet is characterized by higher intakes of processed meat, high-fat dairy products, margarine, eggs, refined grains, white potatoes, French fries, and high-sugar drinks. It's also severely lacking in vegetables. What is disease? Disease actually is a lack of ease. Dis means away from, and ease means freedom from discomfort, worry, or anxiety. So disease means having discomfort, worry, or anxiety. Those of you who are suffering from those, I want you to know you can live a life without disease. Now, this is a very interesting statistic. Across the world, they looked at who eats more raw plant foods, unrefined, and how many people are dying from heart disease and cancer. And if you look at this, the more calories, like on the far right, from unrefined plant foods, the less deaths from heart disease and cancer. Whereas on the left, those people who eat the less amount of unrefined plant foods have more deaths from heart disease and cancer. So adding more plant foods will make you healthier. Now, sugary drinks and disease. Do you drink soda pops or sugary drinks? Sugar intake is linked to obesity, diabetes, and heart disease. So stop drinking soda, and that can majorly change your life, help you lose weight, and feel much, much better. Now, the Union of Concerned Scientists have released this statement. If Americans ate just one more serving of fruits or vegetables per day, this would save more than 30,000 lives and $5 billion in medical costs each year. Isn't that amazing? Just adding one more serving. Just think what would happen if you added 2 more servings of fruits or vegetables. Now I'm going to tell you a couple of stories. Tom's dad, Tim Spector, a genetics professor at King's College London, had his son Tom, a 23-year-old college student, do an experiment to eat at the Golden Arches for 10 days straight. He could eat anything he wanted as long as it was on the menu. And so Tom reported, I felt good for 3 days, then slowly went downhill. I became more lethargic, and after a week, my friends thought I had gone a strange gray color. The last few days were a real struggle. I felt really unwell. When I finally finished, I rushed uncharacteristically to the shops to get some salad and fruit. Scary, huh? Now, they had tested him and sent fecal samples to the laboratory before, during, and after this 10-day diet. 3 different labs reported that his gut microbes had been devastated. Those gut microbes are responsible for maintaining a healthy immune system, regulating digestion, and maintaining weight. So in 10 days, they saw a huge difference. Now, does bettering our diets really change our health? There was another study done, and they took 2 groups of people. They took a group of people from Africa who ate a normal diet of lots of fruits and vegetables. And then they took a group of African Americans who ate junk food. And what they did for 2 weeks is they switched their diets. And the man who ran this study, Stefan, he stated, we've shown that in a high-risk population, if you change to a high-fiber, low-fat, low-meat diet, you will have significant changes in just 2 weeks. Now, I've had a lot of people talk to me and they say, oh, I'm not going to change my diet. I'm too old. It won't make any difference. Well, it does. You can see by the first test in 10 days, you can get very, very ill. And in 2 weeks, you can have significant changes. So if lab tests show significant changes in just 2 weeks, you can make changes in your diet and maybe not feel the difference right away, but your body is changing. I beg you to make the decision to take control of your health and begin making changes in your diet. Your taste buds will get used to new flavors, and your body will actually love the fresh flavors, new tastes, and getting nutrients that it not only needs, but will make you feel so much better. Now, in 1936, the government tested soil throughout the country, and they released the results in Senate document number 264, and it reads, most of us are suffering from certain diet deficiencies which cannot be remedied until depleted soils from which our food comes are brought back into proper mineral balance. Do you think that has happened? No, it hasn't. The alarming fact is that food now being raised on millions of acres of land that no longer contain enough minerals is starving us no matter how much of them we eat. Lacking vitamins, the system can make use of minerals, but lacking minerals, vitamins are useless. And every system in our body depends upon having minerals. So if the minerals are not in the soil, that means they're not in the food, which means it's not coming into our bodies. And lacking those minerals, our bodies can't function properly. And so that's one of the reasons there's so many diseases and health challenges these days. Now, one of the things that has also occurred in farming is because the nutrients are not in the soil, that makes the plants weak and unhealthy. And Mother Nature sends in the bugs, the diseases, the weeds to take out those unhealthy plants. And so there's a group called the Environmental Working Group who release a Dirty Dozen every year, as well as the Safest 15. So our government actually tests produce in the grocery stores across the United States every year, testing for toxins. And the Environmental Working Group takes the studies they did and categorizes it from the most toxic to the least toxic. So the Dirty Dozen has 47 to 67 toxins on them that can't be washed off, peeled off, or soaked off. So if you think you can buy these and wash off the toxins, it's not going to happen. So look at this: strawberries, apples, nectarines, peaches, celery, grapes, cherries, spinach, tomatoes, bell peppers, cherry tomatoes, and cucumbers. Those are things we love. Those are some of our favorite foods. You either need to eat these organic or avoid them because of the toxins. So what are some of the safer foods? Well, you can reduce 92% of the toxins going into your body by switching to the Clean 15 or the Safest 15. This includes avocados, corn, pineapple, cabbage, sweet peas, onions, asparagus, mangoes, papayas, kiwi, eggplant, honeydew, grapefruit, cantaloupe, and cauliflower. So those are still grown in commercial soil, so they're still don't have as much nutrients as should be, but they have many less toxins. But here's a problem: corn, papayas, and some of these other things are genetically modified. Now, if you don't know what genetically modified means, please just write GMO down on a piece of paper and go look it up on the internet, animal studies on GMOs, and you'll see how dangerous these are. And I will go into them a lot more in another video. So switching to this will definitely help, but switching to all organic is the most ideal. Now, we do need to revitalize our soil, our food, and our bodies. So, Organic Living actually sells the products on the right here. Those have all the minerals that are supposed to be in the soil, the microorganisms, as well as other wonderful products. So if you want to grow your own food, this is the perfect solution. So we do need to rebuild and remineralize the soil. I will show you how to do that. These products will bring the soil back to life and allow the plants to grow healthy, and they will actually repel bugs and disease. Minerals are elements essential for life, essential, we can't do without them, and they are what gives food their flavor. So if you've ever gone to the store about this big, beautiful tomato and you said, oh, this is gonna be so good, and you cut it up and then it tastes like cardboard, there's no minerals in those. All right, so you can actually see how lush gardens can be with all the nutrients in the soil, and they will taste phenomenal. So this is a picture of me with carrots fresh harvested from the garden, and this is a basket of various herbs and vegetables that I picked and made a beautiful salad out of. So eating fresh from your own garden is the absolute best. It's nutritious, it's delicious. The flavors are just amazing. When people come and eat a salad that I've made out of my garden, they all say this is the best salad they've ever had, and they didn't know salad could taste so good. Now you can grow your own nutrient-dense food. I am here to help you. Learn my simple and easy techniques and start eating fresh fruit from your garden today. Call me now, 727-433-1661, and I will begin teaching you everything you need to know to grow nutrient-dense, delicious food. Discover how delicious fresh herbs and vegetables can be. Your family deserves you to be disease-free. You are very valuable to them. Preparing and eating fresh, nutrient-dense foods is the best thing you can do for you and your family. This is not a diet. This is not punishment or lack. This is actually a life of plenty with great tasting food and energized and happy bodies. You will actually be nourishing your family and yourself. So please take charge of your health. I will help you. Call me now, set up an appointment, and we'll get started. So again, I'm Jay McFall. I'm an organic health coach. My company is called organiclivingforall.com. And please go to the website and call me and we will get you started. Live well, Jay.